Understanding that I had a form of cancer, even in its mildest form, was obviously an enormous shock for me. My name's Tim, I'm 40 years old, I live here in London. When I discovered that something might not be quite right, I was actually in the shower one morning. I was shaving my chest and I noticed that I had a black mole, which is something that I'd never seen before, and that's when I started to think that I needed to go and see the doctor. Initially I wasn't that concerned, and probably like any other guy I put it off for a couple of months because I couldn't be bothered to sort of ring up and make an appointment. And then eventually I thought, listen, I've just got to get in control of this, and it will probably be nothing, but it's worth just going to get it checked out. And then the consultant in turn thought it was probably fine, but it was worth taking it out. And then it was only when the results came through a few weeks later that they discovered that it was in fact a melanoma. The feeling for me of going through this process was one of admittedly slight complacency, because I always felt that this was something that wasn't ever destined to happen to me. Quite a shock when I found out. The emotional roller coaster that put me through, combined with obviously the discomfort of having the mole removed and stitches, made me realise that in some ways I'd been incredibly lucky, because I'd only had melanoma classified as 1A on the scale, which is the mildest form of melanoma. I was told by the consultant that had I left it a matter of weeks, it could have got to the point where it was that much more serious and would have had that much more of a sort of devastating effect on my day-to-day life. The discomfort I went through to get that removed, and of course the anxiety of waiting for test results, made me realise that if that was what cancer is like in its sort of mildest form, what it must be like in its most severe form just doesn't bear thinking about. My advice to other men would be to just make sure that you wear skin protection. It's not worth risking your long-term health for, a tan that was not going to last, and it's going to, in some cases, irreversibly damage your skin. It's going to age you. I incorporate skincare protection just into my daily routine in much the same way as cleaning your teeth or shaving. It just takes a few extra seconds. Life Jacket's mission to make skin cancer more preventable is highly commendable, and I think much needed.